In this video, we learn of the 7 reasons why Italy and the Italians will beat coronavirus, and why Italy has so much to look forward to as it enters a new chapter in its colorful history. At the end of February, just as Italy realized the effect and impact the coronavirus was having on its people and the country, the EU ignored Italy's request for help. La Dolce Vita, the sweet life, was no longer. That refusal has probably signaled the death knell of the EU, which was built on the premise of helping its member states in the event of a crisis. When it came to calling on its friends, Italy found out who its friends really are. Before you find out who came to Italy's rescue in its hour of need, please subscribe to the Expat Essentials for Italy YouTube channel, and then click the bell icon to avoid missing out on important news and further videos on life in Italy. And feel free to share the video and link, too. Plus, if you watch the video to the very end, you'll be able to gain access to a special guide. As an aside, if you want to create videos like this, continue watching the video to the very end where you'll be directed to another bonus. So, who came to Italy's rescue? It was Russia and China who came to Italy's rescue. Whether it was opportunism seized by the two superpowers or not, the fact is that the EU did not answer Italy's call for help. You can cite as many conspiracy theories as you want, but in the eyes of the Italian people, they have been very badly let down. The EU are fools. Italy is already teetering on the edge, politically, in terms of deciding whether to stay in the EU or leave. Having seen how the determination of the British was galvanized by the corrupt antics of its own and the EU political establishments, to eventually leave the EU, pro-leave Italians were already hopeful of claiming back their own sovereignty and becoming a country again, rather than continuing as a member state of a vast socialist-driven ideology. The Italian Prime Minister, Giuseppe Conte, along with his countrymen, were stunned by the lack of EU response. To add insult to injury, it was reported that Germany and France initially banned private companies from sending medical supplies to Italy. With friends like that, who needs enemies? And this was borne out by the actions of a number of mayors and other senior figures in Italy taking out an advert in one of Germany's newspapers, reminding Germany that Italy and other European countries, devastated beyond recognition by Germany's horrific actions during World War II, that a big chunk of the debt Germany owed to the rest of the world in rebuilding Germany, was written off. It's no surprise that Conte's popularity has risen since then. In the meantime, the coronavirus still rages. Italy's death toll is the highest in the world at the moment, even though it's expected to be surpassed by the United States within about 2 weeks. When you consider the high regard held by Italians of the importance of family, that the loss of life in Italy takes on an ever deeper meaning and sense of grief. The daily statistics released by the Italian authorities refer to just those deaths recorded via the hospitals, so give a thought to the families that look after their parents and grandparents, and the very trying times they are having to endure, as well as putting themselves and their family at risk of infection. In reality, and this is not emphasized by the mainstream media, the death toll in Italy is far higher than officially recorded. Is it any wonder that Italy has been hit especially hard, very hard? These are grim and depressing times. But there's hope and optimism on the horizon, as follows. 1. All countries are working to find vaccines to combat the deadly virus, either independently or in collaboration with one another. EU, please take note. 2. In the UK, companies such as McLaren, the Formula One racing car manufacturer, are busy creating and producing ventilators, along with the inventor James Dyson and his organisation. 3. The fashion industry in Italy is turning its vast skill set and know-how to producing face and mouth masks and other essential medical attire. 4. It is reported that Venice, already trying to come to terms with the disastrous flooding at the end of 2019, is seeing its canals teeming with fish not seen for many, many years. The water is no longer churned up by the massive cruise liners and boats giving it that murky look. Now, the waterbeds have settled down and marine life appears to be recovering and even flourishing. Sightings of a dolphin have also been reported. Take a walk, if you can, subject to restrictions, now that spring is beckoning, and you will see and hear the wildlife like never before. Perhaps the politicians and industrialists will take note now, and recognize that Mother Nature is taking the opportunity of enforced lockdowns to repair and heal itself from the ravages of public daily life. Time will tell. But if one country is going to pull through this crisis, and come out much stronger at the other end, it is Italy. Why? Because Italians are proud people. Yes, they exhibit characteristics that you can argue are in abundance in many other countries. However, consider the following attributes that makes Italians and Italy stand out from anyone else. 1. They have a respect for their history and culture, despite the upheavals throughout its history since the rise and fall of the Roman Empire. Where else can you go that boasts so much art and architecture that is looked after and lovingly restored? 2. An abundance of seasonal fruit and vegetables, and fish and meat, that is so full of nutrition, that it's no wonder Italy has the highest aging population in Europe. The Mediterranean diet is one of the most healthiest in the world, and Italy is testament to that. 3. A country that boasts mountains and lakes in the north, with cold snowy winters providing a winter playground of sports and activities, and sweeping sandy beaches in the south, with hot and relaxing lazy summers. 4. A genuine love for fashion and taking pride in their appearance. Not only do they claim to be a proud people, but they actually flaunt it. 5. The family comes first. Family to Italians has a much wider meaning, and includes cousins, neighbors and friends. And in a time of need, at least Italy can take comfort from its own people. 6. Economically, the Italian property market will likely be even more attractive to foreign buyers and expats, and Italy will become an even more tempting proposition to many people looking to retire, live and work in Italy. 7. Politically, Italy will find itself engulfed by an ever-growing desire of its people to leave the EU, and flourish as its own sovereign country again. If you're still not convinced of Italy's ability and resolve to bounce back, then consider this: the #1 destination for holidays in Europe, once this crisis is over, will probably be Italy. For now, though, Italy and its people need all the help they can. Italy will be a country in mourning for many years to come, but they will also be a country looking to forge ahead with renewed vigor. La Dolce Vita, the sweet life, will return, but for many, the heartache and emotional scars of losing loved ones will take a very long time to heal. Viva l'Italia! Don't forget to access your free special report, entitled, "You Can Start a Brand New Life in Italy," which is jam-packed full of helpful information, and can be accessed by clicking on the URL link in the description box below this video. And take this opportunity to subscribe to the Expat Essentials for Italy channel, and then click the grey bell icon to be notified of it, and all other future videos being uploaded. Leave a positive comment below if you'd like to share your own experiences or suggestions. If you want to create videos like this, check out the bonus in the description box below this video. We hope you've enjoyed this video, and found the content to be helpful and of value. Plus, by watching this video to the very end, you will gain access to more videos on the expat essentials of life in Italy. Enjoy! Thanks for watching. And now for those videos.